Good evening, Scott here, known as Cantaloupe to some online, and I'm bringing a video to you on a subject that's interesting to me. It might be of interest to you or someone you know. And I want to talk about how sometimes people misrepresent their interest in a relationship or their interest in another person in the context of a romantic relationship. And I am speaking mainly about women here. I have not seen men do this, actually. Otherwise, I would include them in fairness, but I have never once seen a man do this. So let me tell you what I'm talking about. Sometimes women will do this thing with semantics where they try to label different types of behavior, especially intercourse versus having a friend. And if you've watched my other videos, you know how I feel about actual relationships. Doing it properly, it involves quality time, it involves sharing experiences. And if you ask me, being married to somebody is mainly about sharing experiences, having the quality time. So my complaint, and it is a complaint, is when a woman tries to say, oh, I'm just spending quality time with this person, I'm not actually having sex with them. Okay, I don't need to believe you that you're not having sex. It's already a deal breaker. And this is my point. If you're married to this person, and by my definition, then I have nothing to look. You're not available. Okay, and I'm going to say it flat out. You're not available for me for what I'm interested in potentially. I mean, I'm not even searching necessarily, but if I were, it would be for somebody who could offer exclusivity, who could potentially offer exclusivity, who would consider it. They don't necessarily need to be, 100% ready for it, but it's got to be a possibility. So one more time, in conclusion, a woman might say, well, I'm not actually having sex with this person. We just hang out after work. Or I'm not having sex with this person. They're my associate and we travel around together. I'm not having sex with this person, et cetera, et cetera. I couldn't care less. I'm not going to try to micromanage your sex life. If I have to worry about it, if I have to tell you what to do, then I already have a bigger problem. We're not even started at that point. If I have to, call you up and figure out where you're at, who you're with, who you're fucking, pardon me. No, I got better stuff to do. I definitely have better stuff to do, including no one at all, if you know what I mean. I will be happy to sit on the curb and wait until somebody who can offer exclusivity is available. And it might be forever. I acknowledge that. In this culture, in this day and age, women are very solid. They're solid with their sisters who are fellow feminists, and I'm not trying to dig on. I'm not trying to dunk on feminism. Is the word? I'm actually a feminist myself, but I draw a line between empowerment of women and allowing women to rampantly abuse everybody with allegations of mistreatment that aren't even remotely substantial, with lies about what their interests are, with multiple spouses. And I mean, okay, if you have multiple spouses, why am I still hearing so much trash talk about male polyamory and polygamy? I mean, give me a break. Okay, I understand men and women are different. Okay, I don't want to just trash on women here in this video. I'm saying men and women are different. Women have historically been abused, and they are enjoying their golden era, if you ask me, at this point in history, of getting their payback. They are. Oh yeah, they are. Most of them. And I'm not saying that there aren't women victims, because there are too women victims, but there is a disproportionately larger number of undisclosed male victims at this point in time, if you ask me. Nobody's talking about it, okay? We're still riding on the heels of the 70s when women were legitimately victimized, like seriously, across the board. They could not even go out of their houses without being victimized. And I understand that women are still nervous to go out of their houses. They're still sensitive, and there's still huge safety opportunities. I get it. However, it has become normalized that women will lie to everybody. I hate to say it, man. I did not want to believe it, but I have at this point. Once they are trained by the collective, and I'm going to sound like a douchebag here, but it's absolutely true. I wish it wasn't true. Once they are indoctrinated by their sisters and trained on how to quote unquote defend themselves and stay safe with deception and absence of communication and stringing people along, keeping everybody guessing, and having multiple marriages, unofficial marriages where they're spending quality time and sharing experiences with work associates and friends, male friends. Okay, it's a deal breaker. You can do that. I'm not even saying you can't. I'm not saying it's improper. I'm not saying it's immoral. I'm saying, do you, sister? Do what you want to do. Live your life. Be your best self. I will be categorically elsewhere 100% of the time. Okay, I already know what I want. I know what's good, and I will not settle for less than a woman who can offer exclusivity. I hope that makes sense. Reach out with questions or comments down below. Thank you.